What is up, alienARMy? We're not even gonna do a full intro. We're just gonna get right into this because the collective consciousness has a message for you and what's going on with you. So this is going to be message for the seekers only. If you do not resonate with the word seeker, as is going to be stated in the title of this video, these messages are not for you. So please be very certain that this is the reading for you before we proceed. So we have here 3 lovely little perfume bottles. We have group number 1, we have group number 2, and we have group number 3. All right, 1, 2, 3. I'll see you in your reading. What is up, group number 1? Those of you that chose this lovely bottle right here. Let's see what's going on for you. So I do want to say that yes, these are perfume bottles, so I did sniff all of them before filming this just to get a little idea of the energy of each group. So for you guys, I'm getting a strong divine feminine energy. I got enchantress, enchanter, seductor, seductress. So any of those type of energies might apply to you very heavily at this time. So let's get a tarot card. I'm just gonna, oh my goodness gracious, Queen of Wands, motherfucker, look at this. And I said enchantress, I said seductress, and we get the motherfucking Queen of Wands. So yeah, there's a divine feminine energy, like that's full throttle. All right, I was thinking about, ooh, thank you, universe. I was thinking about black cats earlier, and we have a black cat over here. So whew, that's a sign right there. So yeah, we have this wise female energy that's around you. So this might be you identifying with a goddess or something like that. You identifying with the inner god or goddess of yourself. But this is in regards to feminine energy. So this is intuition and receptivity and things like that. It's also sitting back and relaxing, pure and confident without necessarily the need to make physical moves right now. So whatever your gender identity, this is calling to your own inner divine feminine. All right, so the very, very strong around you right here. So all right, 10 of Pentacles, here we fucking go. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, 10 of Pentacles, there's some money coming to you. There is stability, financial security. There is a lot of stable energy coming to you now when you listen to your intuition here. I'm seeing just wing it, like don't bother making a plan. Holy goodness gracious, we got the King of Swords. So we have the stability coming. This might be the union of a couple. Okay, King of Swords. Now we're talking about divine masculine energy. So this went a whole other way because I do sense that there is love or a relationship like that is going to be at the forefront. Perhaps that's the stability that came through with the 10 of Pentacles. I don't know, but we do have the rectification of the opposites. The Queen of Wands and the King of Swords married are an amazing tarot couple. All right, if we want to just use that, because fire and air blend together seamlessly. Fire pushes air and heats it up, or air pushes fire and fire gets heat up, whatever the fuck that goes. Okay, we have the King of Swords here. So now it's you're sitting back and relaxing, being receptive to your intuition no matter what the situation, because that's the shit that's going to bring you even more stability and security. Now I feel like right now you are in a very good place in your 3D realm experience. I feel it all over. Like I feel a calm, content, knowing, sort of like a waiting for something, but you're waiting with a fucking smirk because you already know it's gonna arrive. And then boom, you take action through your thoughts. You take action. This is perhaps voicing your opinion. Now we're getting throat chakra motherfucking energy. If this has to do with a relationship, you need to tell a motherfucker what's up, okay? Whatever that means to you, you need to tell a motherfucker what's up, because I feel like having a conversation when the time is right intuitively for you is going to bring stability into your emotional endeavors, especially having to do with a partnership. Whether you are the Queen of Wands or the King of Swords, this is just the union of two energies that blend perfectly together. So don't look at it like one's a king, one's a queen. No, however, it could be two kings, two queens, however you want to slice the bread. That's what it is for you. But this is just, I'm seeing you are the receptor right now, and then I feel like there's going to be a conversation to be had where you might take the initiative or the other might take the initiative, but I'm sensing it's going to come more in the lines of like an actual stability, clarity type of situation, okay? So let's see if there's anything else for you. Let it go. All right, so this right here, I really feel like whatever it is now, it might be in a situation where you've overthought something in the past, although I do feel that you're in a stable place, but it might just be like one nonsensical bullshit thought or something, or like a little irritant going on in your psyche, and you already know what it is, and I'm seeing that you already know what it is you have to let go in order to move forward in this situation, okay? But I'm definitely sensing around you that like you are very enchanting and seductive right now, so that's why I'm just sensing love with this energy, and it's about you have many admirers, I feel like. So this relationship type of thing, it could be like you choosing from, you know, 10 different pentacles, you know what I'm saying? It could be something like that. But I'm sensing that what you have to do really is let it go, like let everything go, just relax into the moment, because when you let go, now you are open to receive. That's with that feminine energy as well. And then when you receive and you know that the time is right to strike, then you have this King of Swords where you get like a verbal communication, or you give a verbal communication. But there's some truth that is coming out in this situation, and I do sense that it's a truth that's bringing stability, happiness, abundance, security. So it could be, you know, I'm sensing more in the term of like emotional things, like relationships or your own like inner relationship with yourself, whatever the fuck that is, okay? So let's just see if it is a romantic relationship, like what we want to, if there's like a message that is going on, and I'll see if it's like you or like the person or whatever. Some message here. All right, so there are things going on with me that have nothing to do with you. So I feel like this for some of you might be more along the lines of I don't know why, but I'm sensing maybe you or both of you, and I'm not sensing a thing that's like a jealousy situation or anything like that. I'm sensing it's more like you and or both of you, you and this person, or you and these people, there's some sort of thing that like in order to move forward, like, you know, you have to drop something like in your psyche, like there's an energy, not an energy necessarily of like another person, but just like something within you. You really have to like let go, like just lose your inhibition and just like go with the flow, because that's the only way that you're going to get your stability and your security, because your stability and your security right here. But I feel like that's just, it's just like one more thing. So what do we need to know? Let's just get a closing message here. Wait. Okay, so there we go. Let it go. Wait. I'm not sensing that there's like an argument or drama or anything, but like I said when I first pulled her, what's going on is that I'm sensing that you're waiting, like sort of like you know something's going to happen, you're expecting something is going to happen, but if you're waiting, that's sort of like you're in anxious anticipation of something, and that's what you need to let go. Like whatever this is that you sense understandingly that is going to occur for you to bring you stability, security, whatever. Could be, you know, material realm security, but I'm sensing this is more of like emotional fulfillment. This stability is already here, but you got to let it go. Maybe stop waiting, because you have things going on within you that are sort of like holding you in suspension. Maybe that's what this conversation is about, or some shit. Like both of you might have like emotional things for you to process. Okay, so I'm really sensing like for you, the message I'm getting for you is to not move until you intuitively feel it's right. Do not have a conversation. Do not reach out, you know, unless it's like through inspired action. But I feel like you're pretty secure where you are right now, but you know something is in the works. It's happening for you, and it's going to arrive to you once you let it go. And I feel this sort of has a double meaning, because if you let it go, the anxious anticipation of the waiting, number one, that thing comes to you. But number two, if you let that go, I feel like it's sort of like the final piece of the puzzle, and you release whatever residue was going on in your psyche before this. Okay, that's what I got for you, group number one. We will chit chat again soon. What is up, group number two? Those of you that chose this lovely vial right here, these are your messages. So I did sniff all of these perfumes before filming, because I wanted to get a little bit of a sense of what was going on in the reading. With this one, so I don't know why this is to be really, really random. It might resonate with some of you because it is rather specific, but I just saw somewhere on the Nile River, there was like, if you've ever seen that movie, The Money, ooh, maybe money is coming to you. Yeah, I'm sensing that too with that one, money is coming to you. Or status, some Capricorn Saturn energy is here as well. So I sense that, like, you know, if you've ever seen the movie The Mummy, you would be familiar with that type of boat when they were like on the river. I don't know if it was the Nile River, but they were on some boat, and it just, the boat kind of looked like that, okay? And I saw that, and then I saw like I saw like alligators in the water, but they were just like looking at the boat. But no one was in danger. They were just on the boat, but the alligators were looking at the boat while the boat was sailing, okay? There were alligators in the water on the boat in the Nile River. It might mean something to someone, it might not, but that was the first energy that I got, along with the very like masculine, grandfatherly type of energy, okay? So first card up, we have Judgment, and with this, wow, all right, let me get two more. I just want to see what, oh my goodness gracious, we got King of Wands. Yep, I said that masculine energy, and look who we got over here, right? This looks like a grandfatherly type of fellow, or like Saturn or something maybe Aries, Capricorn going on. Ace of Pentacles. Oh yeah, you're getting some money here. Wow. So there's some sort of thing that you're going through right now. I want to just get one more here. Holy shit. And we have Moses. Take charge of the situation. Yeah, and this is another like grandfatherly, in my opinion, looking person. So yeah, this is something to do with like an older male, okay? I don't know. It could be you. It could just have to do with like, you know, masculine energy in general, okay? Everyone, no matter what their gender identity, there's always two, you know, aspects of like the divine energy, divine masculine, divine feminine. I'm feeling this is more of like, you know, we have a lot of taking charge. We have the King, we have Judgment, we have Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like this is something, maybe there was some wisdom passed down to you, or there's going to be wisdom passed down to you by an older male energy, okay? And it's going to be like wisdom that you, or maybe, so there could be that. Let me just, it's flowing fast. So it could be that, right? There could be energy that you are going to receive advice from an older, wise, masculine energy, right? Okay, or it could be that you now are in this space in your experience, and you are looking back at something that like a wise old man or masculine dominating energy told you, and then you're kind of seeing that it came around now, okay? Something that you were taught, something that you were shown, some ounce of wisdom that was dropped upon you from a while ago by an older man, and now you're utilizing that wisdom to make the change, to start off new. Perhaps start off in a new physical location, perhaps start off a new business venture, something to do with finance, something that is going to bring you wealth and status. But it's something that someone, an older masculine dominating energy, they might have told you this in the past, but you never realized what the fuck they were talking about. And then now in the present moment, you suddenly remember that wisdom that was dropped on you. And that's how you utilize it to take charge of the situation to reach your goals. All right. Because that's the situation. I ain't seeing nothing else. I'm gonna be for real. Okay. I ain't seeing nothing else, you know, obviously than the cruise tour on the Nile River that I said in the beginning. But alligators in the water could also be like, you perceive that there might be some like enemies in your midst, but they can't touch you. But I feel like someone is not someone is in like a romantic interest. I feel like someone's like a group, an organization, they're watching, they're spying on you with binoculars. And that's what the alligators in the water symbolize. Okay, remember that one was very, very specific, so it might not apply to everyone, the alligator story, but that's what I'm sensing too. But either which way, everyone, this whole reading, this is about financial abundance, status, wealth, Capricorn, Saturn, okay, older male wisdom going on. And that's what it is right now. Okay, you have this new beginning. All right, you can move to a new place, you can have a new business, you know, you can buy a new home, whatever it is, but it's something that there's some wisdom coming from like an older man. So if you were not in that situation where you're realizing, you know, the mentorship that you received years ago from an older male figure, then I think that an older male figure in the context that I mentioned is going to be able to help you realize something in yourself that happened to help you like have a revolution on the inside so you can start over and take charge of this situation. Okay, so this is this is firm emotional control, knowing your worth, power, status, business, okay, 10th house type of things. All right, that's the energy that I'm feeling. Let me just get one more card. I mean, you know, just to, you know, so all the groups get like wavelength. Okay, so yeah, if you are not on the trajectory of meeting, well, you are on the trajectory of meeting, but if you have already been on the trajectory of meeting the older male figure, know that that individual and you are on the same wavelength. Okay, and if you are going to meet an older male figure that's going to give you advice, you are going to be on the same wavelength. So wherever this advice is coming from, it's the same wavelength in exactly what you want to do, and you're going to be able to look back on how everything fits together. Okay, so I'm not going to pull a love oracle because I don't sense like anything having to do with love in this reading or relationship or anything. This is more about like you and asserting your will over your physical realm experience, utilizing the wisdom that was provided to you by an older, wise male figure, and you to really have that stability and security and a fresh start, like physically, materially, yada yada. That's what I got for you, group number 2. We will chit chat again soon. What is up, group number 3? Those of you that chose this lovely vial right here, let's find out what's going on with you. So for the other groups, I did sniff the perfume inside the perfume bottles just to get a kind of sense on what the energy is like for the particular piles. And for this one, I'm really sensing, now I got mostly white flowers. I got calla lily and white oleander, okay? There's a movie called White Oleander. I don't know, that might resonate with some of you. And also obviously white oleander, the flower. So I do believe it's poisonous, but I don't know. So I don't want to speak on that, but I do believe it is. So I don't know. That's the first thing that I got there, along with like maybe a mature feminine energy. So let's see what's going on here. 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so we have a mature feminine energy. We have the 10 of Cups. Let's get 2 more cards. I just want to kind of get a Page of Swords. All right. Ooh. And Ace of Cups. Okay, so with that mature feminine energy and like the 10 of Cups, I feel like this is something where there's like emotional satisfaction. Okay, I feel like maybe there you know, there could have been like an argument or harsh words with like an immature female, feminine energy, no matter your gender identity, more of like a feminine type of energy that could have came from you or the other person. But I feel it was just, there might have been like some words said, maybe not for everyone, but I do believe that this is at least one of the situations because it came up. So I feel like there was like spiteful words said between two, you know, maybe two immature feminine energies, okay, or one immature feminine energy and one mature feminine energy. But I feel like the feminine energy, the older, like more wise of the two, actually moved on from this successfully. Okay, so I don't even know, like, I don't know what this means. I don't know if I'm sensing like necessarily like a love relationship, but I'm sensing that there is like, there were two energies that were resonating with feminine energy, and there was like some bitter words or harsh words spoken betwixt the two. But I feel like there's one who either in like earth years is younger, less mature, right? However you want to look at it, has not moved on from it. But the energy that I'm picking up on, which would be you, would be the one who learned from that, and now it's like you're at a more mature level, if that makes sense. Okay, and I don't know where this is kind of going, all right, but that's just what I see right away, because I'm not gonna discredit the, you know, that I saw the white oleander thing. So yeah, I think some of you might need to watch that movie to understand what I'm talking about here. Okay, I don't know. All right. Only if it resonates, of course, but I feel like, you know, there was some bitterness. It could be even a parent-child type of dynamic, honestly, but I feel like there's one, and the energy of you is the more mature feminine energy. So either you're like in earth years older than the person, or you're just more mature and they were perhaps earth years older than you, but they were the one who is immature, sort of like a twisted dynamic where like the child has to take care of the parent type of thing. But I feel like you have grown and matured from this situation, and you are now having the fulfillment of the, you know, like starting over emotionally, like one cycle. Because look, we have the 10 of Cups and we're going with the Ace of Cups. So a cycle is over that has to do with bitterness or immaturity or something to do with that, that feminine energy that was going on. Okay, so that's really what I'm seeing with that. I feel like there's a new chapter coming, okay? And we have fertility here. So this I could see like multiple different ways depending on obviously where you're at in your journey. But fertility in general, I'm just saying that this is really, to me, reiterating that this has to do with like a feminine type of energy, or maybe becoming a parent yourself, or this had to do with someone who was a parent. Okay, I definitely see that. But I feel like you're more ready for like this new chapter of like emotional fulfillment. Like you're content where you are now because you kind of made peace with whatever harshness and bitter words were spoken. I feel like it was more like maybe a verbal communication. It wasn't like someone was physically doing anything to you. This is more, I'm sensing like verbal bickering, okay, between the two of you in the past, but you matured from it, right? Like you sort of healed the divine feminine energy in yourself, okay, like a whole bunch of situations I described with that fertility, and then now you're ready for this new chapter, whatever it is, like releasing emotional baggage, or I don't know, like starting a new project, like endeavoring on a new business venture that you feel emotionally drawn to, or it could literally be like you are planning on like having children now or something. But it has to do with like you've already gone through the aspects. I feel like you just released something. That's what I'm sensing. You just released something with this person who was like in, you know, sort of like a divine feminine energy. So where are you now? Give. Okay, so I'm definitely sensing that this is more like give, learning curve. Let me get one more. I never like plan how I'm going to do the readings. But give learning curve. Oh, let me move this. Give one learning curve. Okay. All right. Now we just went somewhere else. Give one learning curve. I feel like... Okay, this might sound weird, might not resonate with anyone, but from what I got with that is that it's sort of like you learned something from that experience, and that's why you were able to heal emotionally from it. Like, you just kind of laugh at it now. You're like, wow, like, give one learning curve. Like, you realize that this person, be it they younger or immature, they or if it was like a twisted, you know, parent dynamic, right, where they were the child and you had to be the parent, even though it was the other way around. But I feel like you look at this and you laugh, and that's part of like your new outlook on life, so to speak. Give one learning curve, because you realize that this individual that I'm talking about here had no clue what the fuck they were doing. Like, they had no clue, and you're like laughing at it because you can see it all clearly. You've made emotional peace with whatever harsh words were said, and now you're ready to start over to bring into fruition more things that are going to make you feel emotionally stable. Okay, give one learning curve, because I think you're like kind of laughing at this person. Honestly, I think you're kind of just like, wow, like they had no idea. Like, that's what you're thinking in regards to this person, this immature or younger or both feminine energy. Okay, but I feel like there's something brand new coming on the horizon. That's why you have this, you know, cycle. Like, you understood, right? You learned something from those bitter words or harsh words or whatever the fuck, that conversation, the rudeness, I don't know, something that was said to you, and you understand. You're like, you know what? You fucking, like, release that shit. You're like, you know what, why am I even paying attention to this? And you're out of that cycle. You're in the happiness, and now there is something brand new with more emotional fulfillment awaiting you now. So that's what I got for you, group number 3. We will chit chat again soon.